So I can't believe I'm actually shooting a video on Dogecoin. I remember hearing about Dogecoin when Bitcoin first came out back in 2008. So I don't know when you're watching this, but today is the 29th of January 2021, and we just had a 450% increase on Dogecoin in the past 24 hours. So I'm just going to basically talk about my analysis on Dogecoin, what we could expect for it in the next weeks to come, and if we can expect to see a $1 Dogecoin at any point soon. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name's Craig Pococo. I've been an equities day trader for 4 years and an avid long-term investor for 6 years for cryptocurrencies and stocks. So I'm just going to use my overall experience to kind of break down what I think about these meme stock and cryptocurrency trends right now, explain why this is happening, and kind of just talk about Dogecoin in general, which, like I said, I can't even believe I'm doing. And if this topic sounds interesting to you, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Liking this video is going to help us push Dogecoin prices even higher. If more people find out about Dogecoin, it's going to compound and push the prices higher. So let's like this video and push it up so that it gets more views and more people know about Dogecoin to push it up so we can all make money from it. For this video, I'm going to kind of go off script because Dogecoin is completely off script. This is just basically in general a little bit ridiculous as it is, but nonetheless, here we are. So let's talk about it and see if we can make some money off of Dogecoin. So if you're not aware as to why Dogecoin is pumping, lately we've had a trend started by Wall Street Bets, which is basically started as a subreddit of a group of people just basically having crazy opinions and strategies on how to trade stocks. And before you knew it, they banded together and realized that what they could do was they could find stocks that have a large float short, and they looked at GameStop and AMC and everything, how many people were shorting it, and someone had the bright idea of realizing that they had more short shares being shorted than total shares in general, which means that they were leveraging that bet past the amount that would actually make them solvent. So basically, someone on Wall Street Bets said, if we band together and pump these prices up, people will be forced to cover their shorts. And what happens when you're short something and you get out, you actually have to buy to close. So when you buy, the price increases. So you have kind of like an exponential chain of people buying to cover their shorts, and it's pushing these securities that have a high float short completely through the roof, and it's turning ridiculous. So that's how this trend started to happen. Whoever thought of that, I love it in the first place because it kind of is letting the little guys come together and have an kind of an unfair advantage against institutional money that think they're untouchable, that can kind of just exploit the little guy anytime they feel. In the past, people didn't really know what to do. The average person had no idea and could get exploited by institutions. But now you have those roles reversing, and people are banding together to get back at institutional money that are way too cocky about taking people's money. But basically, since these meme stocks essentially are now launching, everyone who knew about Dogecoin since the beginning, like anyone who's been following cryptocurrency for a while now, knows Dogecoin. So now that it's a trend to kind of just pump and dump whatever investment vehicle is being talked about in basically like a meme reference, Dogecoin is now seeing residual growth from that. So we saw that 450% increase in one day. Anyone who's holding this could have made some substantial money, although I don't know how many people have a large sum of money in Dogecoin, considering that it basically has no relevance or applicability in the market at all, but it's more of just like a joke that like the crypto community holds to themselves, which honestly I love because, you know, the whole cryptocurrency market is kind of foo-foo anyways, with exception to a few, but like it's anyone's guess really what goes on underneath the hood. And Dogecoin is just basically like a meme, but it has a hardcore follower fan, which I love, and there's some opportunity to make some money on it. So I can't believe I'm actually doing technical analysis on Dogecoin, but like I said, here we are. So I'm just going to break down Dogecoin on a technical level, and we can kind of just take a look at what my position is going to be. I'm very risk adverse because I have a larger portfolio and I'm not trying to blow it on a meme stock. However, I'm not anyone to basically poo-poo anything that has potential, even if it's a joke, even if it's satirical, even if it's a meme. Okay, we've learned that if we can follow that and do it responsibly and still have a game plan and still be relatively smart and calculated, we can actually exploit these trends and make large sums of money. A lot of people are making money overnight. So I'm going to show you what I'm looking at with Dogecoin, and we're just going to take a look at a game plan. So we have these highs coming down right here. I drew these trend lines. I just kind of want to highlight the the points where it's bouncing off of these trends. It's making a classic triangular wedge breakout. When you're doing technical analysis, you're reading mass human psychology. So to a certain degree, we can actually do technical analysis. So I just want to show you where these levels are bouncing off of these trend lines, and then show you a little bit more analysis that I drew on here. And then we'll talk about a trade game plan if anyone's interested in doing the same thing that I'm going to do. It's nothing crazy, but I will show you what I'm considering. So I just have an ABCD triangular breakout setup. It's actually, I mean, it's the price actions fitting perfectly to that indicator. This red line is going to be my stop loss on Dogecoin. I'm trading this. I'm not investing it. It's not a bad idea to invest in. I might actually invest some if we see a big pull down, because usually Dogecoin likes to come up and then crash all the way down, because the move is essentially all speculation and has no actual catalyst that is substanceful. So basically this red line is going to be my stop loss at 0.0336385. And basically what I'm doing is I'm waiting for a pullback to the 50 level on the Fibonacci. So I'm going to wait for a pullback back to 0.042222317. If I can get a pull down to that level, that's going to be closer to the low of this triangular breakout. And if I can get down to that level and have a stop loss here, my profit target is going to be a little bit higher than what this fib shows us, and I'll show you exactly why. So if I pull this Fibonacci up, this is based off of the high. I just drew a retracement off of the high, but if I pull this up so that the 23.6 level is hitting off of that high, these levels still line up. So we have the pull down to the 61.8 right here, all making sense. And if this was the retracement down to the 61.8 level and we're actually going to take a run up higher, we could get close to seeing 10 cents probably within the next 2 to 3 days, maybe even over the weekend. I'm not going to make it quite to 10 cents because I'm going to follow what the Fibonacci retracement tool shows me. I see the prices reacting off of the 61.8 level here. So what I want to do is I want to get a pull down to the 61.8 with the projection up to my profit target. So I'm still waiting for my entry down here with a stop loss right here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to get in right at the 61.8 level right here with a profit target at 0.0929597. So this is kind of my game plan for Dogecoin. Like I said, I don't think that this is actually going to happen, but in the event that it does happen, this is a really good trade where I can make 6-to-1 risk reward, where we could really see a massive push up. Like I said, this could just be like a nice little profit trade. I want to have a calculated position on this. I don't want to just go in blind. And then if we can look right here, I'll draw basically like a trade map for what our risk reward would be. All right, so we have a 6.28 to 1 risk reward ratio on this trade. So, if we do get a pull down to here and it's able to turn around at that 61.8 level, which basically, if we're looking at this chart, this is literally mass human psychology that we're reading with Fibonacci. So we could get a nice 6-to-1 risk reward ratio trade. So that's essentially what I'm going to do. Now, if we see a pullback down onto the main trend of Dogecoin, I might consider taking a little nibble at this long term as well, just because if we get another speculative pump where people are just literally making a joke out of it, then I wouldn't be surprised to see it launch up, and I actually wouldn't be opposed to having a small amount of capital in this just in the event that it does happen. So I kind of want to see Dogecoin revert down to this trend down here. So if we get down to 0.03 cents per coin, I would contemplate getting a long-term investment, maybe putting a couple $1,000s into Dogecoin, because I know I don't really have to do this math out for everyone, but if you buy at about 3 cents and it goes to 100, you're essentially 33xing your money. And if you 33x, $1,000, you're making 33 grand off of something that's ridiculous. So it could be a nice little pickup if you wait for this long-term trend, but my plan is to buy at the 61.8 level at the previous levels I showed you, and then basically wait for a long-term buy on this pullback on this trend right around 3 cents per coin. But I hope that added some clarity to the Dogecoin situation. This is completely substanceless of a move, so I would not recommend for people to be putting large sums of money into this near the top. I know that it could pay off, and that's fine. If you want to take that risk, obviously it's completely up to you, but just realize that a lot of cryptocurrencies are pushing up right now on pure speculation, and there's no proof of work behind it actually pushing the prices up. So you're having all speculation and no proof of work or any sort of catalyst behind it that's not just people having memes on the internet. So definitely money making opportunities, but don't be putting your entire bank account on this, because it could very, very well do nothing for the next 10 years and your money could be sitting in a pit and it could go to zero and you'd lose everything. So just weigh those options. Here's a plan if you do want to take action on Dogecoin. If you're curious as to where you can get Dogecoin, I'm pretty sure you can get it on Kraken and Binance. So if you're interested in taking these, those are the two places you can do it. If you have any questions for me, put them in the comments below. I'm sure I'm going to have people blowing me up saying all sorts of stuff. So let's just have fun with it, honestly. I hope that this was semi-informative if you're not completely sure what's going on or why this is happening. If you're still here with me, make sure you subscribe to the channel and like this video so that we can push Dogecoin even higher. But yeah, guys, that basically sums up my input on Dogecoin. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you all in the next one.